So it's build time. KBD Fans was very kind to send me over a keyboard in this box. And their packaging is actually quite nice nowadays, unlike the packaging that they used to have, which was not nice at all. So now it's just a lift up, like a magnetic kind of opening. It's pretty cool. You open it up, it's like an iPhone, but not really. Big, thick piece of foam. More big, thick piece of foam. A polycarbonate plate. Very nice. With gaskets. So already, you know, this is a gasket mount polycarbonate build from KBD Fans. What could it be? Got the KBD... I'll zoom in. We've got the KBD 67 Mark II RGB V3. That's a really long name for a PCB. And hardware. Hardware is always a bonus. Wow. Wow. Look at the absurd amount of foam they put into this container. I don't know what I'll do with this, but I feel like the box is worth keeping to re-gift or something. Goodbye, box. Pink case. No. This is a burgundy red case with a beautiful brass plate. Actually, it's got some fingerprints from when I touched it earlier. Not sure what this is over here. Maybe it's just for style, for extra looks. The brass plate's pretty nice. I'll have to put the feet on. And then there's a blocker here. So this is 65% keyboard. It's called the D65 and it's supposed to be gasket mounted. But I'll have to figure that out as I build it. Why are there fingerprints? Because I touched it though. What else? I need a build guide. Yes. Yeah. Well, let me check the PCB first. Wow. Well, okay. I opened it from the wrong way. Haha. Hot swap PCB. I guess I'll zoom in for you. Pretty nice. South facing, of course. USB-C on the top left. And it's pretty. It's a pretty PCB. But the real question is, should I check the PCB? And the answer to that is always, always check your PCB. Village Idiot, thank you so much for the super chat. How many pancakes can fit in this one really big one? What are the odds of your keyboard not working? I don't know. But last time I built the Iki Aurora and it ended up not working on the L key. So now I am forever traumatized. Always check your PCB. Except now I can't type via. That's really awkward. I need tweezers. I'll be right back. You can just look around. Tweezers! PCB checking ASMR. RGB is making you blind. Unfortunately, I cannot turn it off, but it's also making me blind. So if I wanted to open up via... Maybe you can't check a PCB when it's hot swap. I need a switch. This is awkward. Via... Oh no, that was C. No, there's no point. This is dumb. Ugh. I guess you don't need to check if they work or not if they're hot swap. Bonus. I suppose that's fine. You have to do it from the back. They're hot swap sockets. How do you do it from the back? Oh, you touch the sockets. Haha, chat. You're very smart. Very smart. Good job. Oh, thank you so much for the super chats. High Plane Drafter with $2. This isn't front. You're supposed to do it from the back. Okay, I see. Like so. Oh, that does work. You geniuses. Okay, let me just open Via with my other keyboard because this isn't worth it. So much easier. You get electrocuted? You don't get electrocuted. There's like barely any voltage. I've got the key tester. Let me do a screen. No, I'll just do a Windows capture. I will add a window capture to Via. Put that here. Reset transform. And then... I only know how to do this with keyboard shortcuts. I have no idea how to do this without them. There you go. Perfect. Now I'm ready to test my PCB. Always test your PCB, even if you don't know how, like me. Always test your PCB. Okay, cool. I'm ready. Will it really shock me? I don't think so. Ugh, just kidding. What if it doesn't work? What if it only works sometimes? Oh no, it works. It's just really inconvenient compared to when your switches are, it's a solderable PCB. I'm not a fan of doing this. This is not worth it. I'm telling you to do it just because I don't want to be responsible in case you have broken PCB, but I typically don't ever do this. Just, Z, where are you? So, listen to what I say, not as I do. Why can't it be any faster? Is this just the most entertaining stream you have ever seen? Switch and click test PCB. Only to find out 100% of the keys are working. Surprise! It requires a lot more coordination than I expected. Looks like we are working. Hi, Plains Drafter. Thank you so much for the super chat. You got MD3 keycaps based on the video. Nice. Those are really good keycaps. I like them a lot. They're a little pricey, but I guess I can say that for any keycap set nowadays. They're also pricey. I am almost done. And everything works. We're moving on now. Close that up. Oh, that was hard work. Is that what's that in the background? There's a light over there. Why did I switch from the SM7B? Because I do not like the SM7B. It sounds like a tin can. Stabilizer time. My least favorite time of all. No, that is not what I should be doing. Because I haven't lubed all of my switches yet. This is up to you. Whether you... There wasn't a switch that inputted the whole column. I think I touched something else over... I think I touched something else over there. Well, I hope that's what happened. Camden, thank you so much for the super chat. You think the vids are awesome? Thank you. What type of mouse is this? Exclamation mark mouse. So PCB works, but I forgot to do something else. I have pre-lubed the majority of my switches right here, except I saved 20 for the stream. Oh ho ho, you get a lubing stream for 20 switches. Only 20. I have EQ'd the SM7B and the RE20, and the RE20 is just a superior microphone for my purposes. It's all preference. Lubing stream! Let me make sure there's 20. I'm missing one. Am I missing one? Or perhaps there were never 20 to begin with. There we go. Oh, this is so stupid. This is what you call real life. There are 20 switches. I just counted wrong. So these are Gateron Ink. No, Black Ink V2s. These are stock in my hands right now. They've got some spring ping going on. But these are lubed already. So I will now lube the rest of them. And when you lube switches, you should never ever use a pretty desk mat. I was going to bring you the terrible desk mat that has everything wrong with it, but I figured I shouldn't do that to you. So I'll just use the foam that came with the case. Quite clean. Do you have any tips on modding your first keyboard? Go slow. Crytox. Weird lube. A brush. A switch opener. And tweezers. And that's... Nope. We need one more thing. This. What is this music? I don't know. It is lo-fi music from Stream Beats. Ghetto lubing? What is ghetto lubing? I am seriously running out of that Crytox. There's like nothing left. Getting real empty there. And then I have a really strange mix in here. You don't want to know what's in there, but I use it for my springs now. It's like a really jank mix of AliExpress lubricant plus really jank lubricant that I made from Super Lubes and oils, and it's a mess. That's a mess. So it's time to take it apart. Divinity has really cheap Crytox. I think I do have it in my drawer. It's okay. I will get someone else to send me Crytox. If I ever tried bag lubing, I have, and I do not enjoy it. I think bag lubing actually takes me more time, even though it gives off the illusion of saving time. But if you want consistency, bag lubing is probably much better. What's my go-to gaming headset? The Sennheiser PC38X. Currently holy modding and your back hurts? I might holy mod today, but I don't like it. I haven't gotten good enough at it to do it properly. Bag lube is nice. I don't like where you have to separate the springs from each other. It really slows down the process. And maybe my eyes are getting old, but it's hard. Am I Filipino or Asian? I'm Vietnamese. What? Modding Holy Mod is good. I think it's pretty good too, but I don't like it. It's good. It's just I don't like it. You can say you like whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. This switch opener is from it's from a dude. I order all my switch openers from him because he makes the highest quality switch openers. I don't know his name anymore. But he just I don't know what to look up on Google to find his name because he doesn't brand his switch openers. If you know what switch opener this is, can you put it in the chat? It's by a dude. He custom CNCs it himself. They're about $25 each. He's a very nice guy. No, I haven't talked to him, but I believe he's a very nice guy. $20 lubing kit from Amazon. Would it be a good start? I haven't seen it. But if it's anything like AliExpress, I do not recommend it. Because that lube is mystery lube. Yes, these are black inks. I think I have to sneeze. Still might have to sneeze. Okay, I don't have to sneeze. I'm good now. Exclamation mark build for the build, so I don't have to keep answering that question. Thoughts on super lube? You have to be really careful with it. If you're mixing the mixture, you have to be really careful with it, or else you can get really big clumps, and then your switches will make a terrible sound. Perfectly 20. Will Google Lens really tell you? Wait, I'm 100% Vietnamese, but I don't live there. The lube stations from Prevail. They're very nice. This is probably my favorite lube station of all. And not some other ones, because I've tried some other ones and they're really bad. They're not efficient at all. So here's what I like to do. It's probably not efficient, but I use this weird mystery lube because I have it, so I might as well use it. And I pick up all the springs one at a time with my tweezers and do a little dip. But not too much dip, because if you dip too much, then you're done. You've messed up. Now you have to get tissue paper and wipe it off. So is it slow? I don't know, but I like it. My thoughts on palm jellies is that I'm upset that you can only get them from Australia. That might be too much. That might actually be too much. Exclamation mark build. Do a little dip. And at first I was worried that this wouldn't be enough lube on the springs. But as I do this more and more often, this is just my way of doing it. I like doing 5 or 10 switches at a time and then taking a break and then repeating. So I don't like to just sit there because it hurts my back. Can we all stop saying Thaki? Just come up with your own words. I've got 6 now. What state? I live in Texas. Come up with a new word for thok. Because thok isn't how you describe feel. No one really describes feel. You can't be like, oh, this feels thocky. Because no one, that doesn't make any sense. People will be like, oh, this feels soft. Oh, it has a harsh bottom out. Oh, like that describes feel. I'm not active in my Discord because I don't have time. Did changing the switches fix the key chatter? It didn't. I've actually tried using it for several days afterwards and it didn't fix it. So I took the whole thing apart and now it's just sitting in the closet. And that's where it will be until the auction. Unless no one wants it, then I'll probably just give it to Goodwill. Goodwill will know what to do with it. Describe feel was smooth. Yeah, smooth is a feeling. Thok isn't a way to describe feel. Key chatters when you press a button one time, but it outputs 2 times. I'll dig here for these springs. Where are you? It's pretty fast. Thunk. I think thunk is more of a sound as well. There's no points. See, this is too much. Oh, you can't even see it because it's so thin. This is too much. See, now I have to go and wipe it off. Q1 and GMMK Pro have quality issues. So many keyboards have QC issues in my experience. You want to see the whole thing? I'll just move it up. It looks exactly the same. Yeah, you woke up at 5:15 a.m. to watch someone lubing switches. It's okay though, because I pre-lubed like 50 of them. So I just need to lube 20 more. And it's almost done. It's pretty quick. Sticky is a feeling. So is like clicking. But that could be anything. Now I like to lube the stem. You just lube one side of the spring. That's what I do because when you end up... So let me just finish one for you. So it's linear, so I just do this lazy bit. Because when you end up squishing it, when you end up pressing it over and over and over again, the lube will move throughout the entire spring. So there's lube at the bottom now, but when you press, you compress the whole spring together, and then the lube touches the entire spring. So when you let go, now your entire spring is lubed. Nice. It's just my preference on how I like to lube switches. What content should you upload to get more popular? I don't think keyboard content's gonna make you popular. It depends on the people you hang out with, but popular is not what I would describe it to be. Make sense? Yeah. These are easy because they're linear, so I can just throw whatever I want on them. Keyboard content got you 35k views. Nice. It can get views. I'm just saying if you want to be popular, it's probably not the way to go. Do I like silent switches? I do not. I have my own way of lubing switches. If you're new and you have not developed your own way yet, Teha probably has the best tutorial out there on the internet. So follow that first, and then when you want to try something new, you can try what I do. So I think everyone develops their own way after a little bit. Indy, no! Indy, no! Stop it, Indy. No, Indy, no. 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 Alright, she's gotta go. She's gotta go. No, Indy. Whew. Disaster averted. She's QCing the lube? No, she's trying to get her hair all over whatever's happening here. For $200, what's a good case in PCB? KBD 67 light. Why did I remove her? She gets her hair everywhere. Hair makes your switches do a crunch. If you have a cat or a dog, I think you've experienced this crunch that I speak of. When you press down on the switch and you like just feel and hear something really odd, and then you open it up and it happens to be cat hair, and you're like, oh, I know where that came from. What stem holder am I using? I don't know, but I got it from somewhere. I think I also got it from Prevail. I think Prevail sent me the entire package when we first started working together, and they were just like, oh, here you go. I'm like, okay, cool. Their stuff's pretty quality. I do hate lubing. I usually have other people do it for me. But when you do a keyboard stream called Build a Keyboard with Me, and you say, I got someone else to lube my switches, that doesn't exactly scream relatable. $500? No, I can't recommend you anything. That's up to you to do your own research. Lubing takes forever. I agree. That's why I don't like doing it. It also hurts my back and my neck and everything else. It's just such a painful event. But if you want to lube switches, you can do it right now. Brown switches are okay. It's just not something that I use because I don't really like tactile switches. They're okay. They're not amazing. Gateron browns aren't bad. Is it not common to lube the bottom housing? No, I used to lube everything. I used to lube the bottom housing, the top housing, the stem, the spring, everything. And it just took so much time that now I do it this way. And it pretty much gets me the same result. So I'm like, oh, why did I do it that way in the first place? When I did it that other way, lubing everything, it produced like a more over-lubed sound. But it also felt more sluggish too. But you can try it either way, and then you can decide what you like. What keyboard do I use off camera? I now use... Oh, I'm testing something. It probably won't be in a video, but I really wanted to try it out. And it was the MW65, which is a really terribly QC'd keyboard. Just real bad. But I also use a Vulcan Maha, and I still have hope for my GMMK Pro, although it still is bleh. But it has, I forgot, I changed the switches in it to something else, but I don't remember what I put in it, even though I just put it in yesterday or the day before yesterday. Yeah, I just lube spring and stem. It's just faster. Faster for the same thing. No. Did you see that? I dropped one. Oh, I hate touching. Touching lube is the worst thing in the world. There you go. Have you tried Kale Pro Purples? I have a box of them. Unlubed. I don't like them. Our ink black's overrated. They're really expensive. Whether they're overrated or not depends on you. But they're very expensive. I really like them. GMMK Pro or Q1? They both are so like they have one sound and they're stuck with that sound, and they're both just not what I want in a keyboard. Garon Milky Yellows are really nice. They're actually what I have on the MW65. Okay, finally, lubing 20 switches surprisingly takes a large amount of time. Unexpected. I'll leave that there for these stabilizers. Put these in the bag. And then put this away. Doing 20 at a time? No, I lubed the rest already. So I'm done. Next, I follow the build guide. Gotta be a good person. Follow the build guide. Here is my D65, just the case. And I think I need the plate. The first step in the build guide is to put the gaskets onto the plate. These are thick gaskets. You hear my MW65? At the end of the stream, sure, I will get you my most commonly used keyboards. It goes... How does it go? Oh, no. It goes like this. This is how it goes. First, use 16 gaskets to stick the protruding part of the plate along the edge. Does that make sense? Make sure it's neatly pasted. Oh gosh. There's different size gaskets apparently. You hated doing gaskets for this keyboard? This is so... We're looking forward to a good time. Looking forward to a good time. I don't like putting on gaskets. I have a small one. The small one goes at the top side of the arrows. Like so. Gotta make sure they're neatly pasted. That appears to be quite neat. It says the green color is also a different size. Okay, I'll just worry about the green ones last. I'll just do the big ones first. The big ones first. I haven't tried the new box inks. I need to get some. Gaskets are the enemy of shaky fingers. I don't think this is gonna go so well. The bottom side of the arrows is this side. Wait, did you say bottom side? Okay. I did one. Put ice cream in it. I don't like those switches. This is so time consuming. Why is everything time consuming? I haven't even done stabilizers yet. Stabilizers take me like an hour. 2 gaskets. Yes. Number 3. Have you ever stripped screws? Yes, I have. This keyboard here has stripped screws and I can never ever take it apart ever again. It is what it is. That's 3. What's the worst part in building a custom keyboard? Stabilizers. The part that matters the most, yet also is not fun to do. Am I doing a giveaway for the keyboard? No, I shall not be. I'm pretty much going to stockpile all my keyboards until the end of the year. We'll do a big auction for it, but I shall not pay shipping. Exclamation mark mouse. That's the part you're dreading. Stabilizers are the worst. Okay, now I need the green ones. It says the green ones are shorter, but here they appear to be the same size. But I trust the model. I trust it. What do stabilizers do in a keyboard? They make your keyboard sound better. You can Google it. But you need them. You absolutely need them. The green ones are thinner. And then there's... Now we turn it around. Alpacas, I like them. They're good. They're good. Alpacas are good. I haven't used any in a really, really, really long time, though. I feel like they're always out of stock, or they're not really popular anymore. Akos, yes, lavenders. It's a good choice. More. The gaskets aren't bad once you get used to it. I just hope they all fit properly and that I'm not making a huge mistake. But it seems like they provide you a ton of extra gaskets. So it should be okay. Is it okay? Your stabs bottom out before your switches? No, I broke one. That's upsetting. Drop Marvel keycaps. They should work. They should be pretty... I feel like Razer just has a standard layout, so there's nothing to worry about. This... Will you do keyboard giveaway? I will not. There are some days when I will, and then most days when I don't. The foam mod worth... No. Stop. This one's too long. Magic eraser as a keyboard foam? That's interesting. Tell me how it goes. That seems like an interesting one. Okay, 2 more. And then I am done. I'm finally done. Two more. A membrane keyboard that's moddable. You can mod membrane keyboards. It's just not fun. Last one. Not too bad. I feel like there's some really long parts like this sticking out. I might just cut that. But then there's also stuff like this sticking out. Perhaps that is my fault. Perhaps not. Step 2. Plate screws. Plate screws. I need 3 M3s and 3 standoffs. I don't know what that means. I think those are this. Maybe. M3s. And 3 standoffs. I'll do these first. This one looks easy. This one's supposed to be like that. That's what they said. It also appears too short. But that's what the guide said. So I listened to it. Feet time. The easiest part of any build. Probably my favorite part of any build. You just align it with the hole and then put it in. Very simple. You to British Doggo, you can watch my video on it. And turn it around. And now I find the M3s. I think those are these. No, they're not. Why don't they label them? M2 plate and standoffs. What is... We're just gonna have to try it out. Just gonna have to try it out. I don't know. I have to open all of them. You came in the best moment. Yes, you did. Me trying to figure out what are M2s? What are M2 screws? Best moment. Ideally, they would label these like how IKEA does. Just gonna open them all and spill it out on the table, and we'll see what we have. Are you late? I don't know if you're late or early. You're something. You're here. Everyone labels things now. I don't think anybody labels things. But it'd be nice if they did. So I've got a lot of screws. These are obviously standoffs. And now I have to find what fits in these standoffs. Setup tour will be sometime next month. I'm supposed to do plate things. This guide is not a good guide. The Iki one was a good guide. This guide is questionable at best. I don't even know what I'm doing. 891, thank you so much for the super chat. Did you know no one covers KB Republic boards? I did not know that. Interesting. I need a small Phillips head. Small, cute Phillips head, such as this one, and not an oversized one. Where can you buy cheap keyboard cases? Somewhere in China. Okay, this seems to go in properly. Make a tutorial about building a keyboard. There's a full-blown tutorial on our website. Okay, I'm assuming this is not the one. This is not the one. That's not the right switch. Next. This screw seems good. They all fit. I just don't think it's the right one. Okay, I think that one's the right one. This is not what I thought I would be doing when I said I would build a keyboard, and yet here we are screwing things. At least the WoW stick makes it easy. Oh, that's not bad. That looks right. There's a standoff. One standoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9 in total. WoW stick in sight. There it is. It's a magical WoW stick. It really does save time. It helps a lot. Do I like green? No, I don't. The WoW stick is so much fun compared to the normal thing, the iFixit toolkit that I would always use, which I still think is a superior toolkit, but this does make life a lot easier. As far as toolkits go, though, that one was way better. The WoW stick, it's nice because you don't have to spin it. You just press the button. Only a few more to go. There are so many. There are so many. MW65 or KB67 Lite. Just don't get an MW65. Can you link the WoW stick? I don't know. I got it on Amazon somewhere. If I do link it though, I have to find an affiliate link. But it's on Amazon. Number 5. Number 5. The WoW stick is not USB-C. It's that. Whatever that is. It is a little annoying. I haven't had to charge it yet. And I've been using it for a while. So it's pretty good. The battery life must be pretty decent. Oh, it hurts. Micro USB, that's the one. Micro sad? I agree, micro is sad. USB-C needs to be everything. Everything USB-C. One more. So they give you 1 extra. No, they give you 2 extra. If you mess up, it's no big deal. Stardust Leon. I have not looked at the Echo mod 003. Inkblacks, I don't think they need to be filmed. You can film them if you want to. I've done both. The films get you a slightly deeper sound, but it's also really annoying and adds a lot of working time. Okay. All of them are in. All the standoffs. Thank goodness. Next. Okay, I've already done this. I've already tested the PCB because I was smart. Now I need stabilizers. The worst part of any keyboard video is this. I don't know what all these extra ones are for. I might need them later, but for now, they're going away. It's cute. They're going away. You're watching the worst part. I don't like this part, but maybe you like, maybe you really, really love stabilizers. Okay, they have the KBD fan stabilizers, but I usually don't opt to use these, so I will be using my Dielectric V2s. Oh, they also provided foams of different sorts, so we'll look at these, use them later. Are the stabs prepped? No. The stabs are not prepped. The stabs need to be prepped. To protect my desk mat, I will be using this. Wow, I ripped the bag. I'm strong. 1. And then 1, 2, and 3. So it should be pretty fast. If you're lucky. If I'm lucky, this should be a pretty fast thing. This PCB is hot swap, so that should make things a lot faster. I'm actually really interested in this build. I haven't used Gateron black inks in a really long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 7, 8, and the rest can go back in. Get back in there. Do holy mod for the win. Takes so much time. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I should sacrifice myself and do holy mod. Ooh, Eurodog. You're doing this the weekend? Have everything ordered with black inks as well? Very nice. Holy mod worth? Ah, man. Holy mod's done with band-aids? Or no? Holy mod. Ugh. I know what you guys are gonna say. Even if I do a poll, I know it's gonna be yes. So let me get band-aids. Ugh. Everyone is wrong. Peer pressure. Let's go. Let's go. Holy mod is best. Okay. I feel like by doing holy mod, we are adding at least 30 more minutes to build time. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. I actually have a lot of time tonight. Plus, I would like this keyboard to like sound awesome. That would be preferred. Did I switch from Shure to this? Yes. Okay. Let me just zoom in because you guys can't see anything. Holy mod needs time, but it's worth. I always hate this part. The amount of the size at which you cut it. Center East, thank you so much for the super chat. You need subs and followers. Tweezer's at, I don't know if you need any more followers. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. Holy mod. I think I cut it too big. Every keyboard I make sounds good? No. No. You've yet to see... You haven't seen the things that are not good. I cut it too wide. This is so bad. Alright, this one's failed band-aid. Next band-aid. I cut it too wide. It's too thick, too thick. This one will be thinner. Okay. Much, much thinner. But also crooked. I also made this one crooked. Why, holy mod? Why do you do this? Sad band-aid. Eee. Peer pressure's too real. The peer pressure is too real. Okay. Now I'll cut it. And then fold it in. Band-Aid sacrifice. People make Band-Aid mod look easy. It's not. That's why I never ever do it. It's such a time-consuming... It takes such precision, too. Okay, I have one. I have one. Check it out. One Band-Aid. Next. Holy mod is easy. For you, maybe. You all... I think this one's too thin. Sacrificed! More sacrifice. We have to keep on sacrificing to get the best results. Let me straighten this out. This one's sacrificed too. It's okay. These are what you call store brand Band-Aids. You'll be back. When you're back, I'll probably still be doing this. Perfect. I did it. Why do you start at the top hole? I don't know. I just prefer the top hole. Should I start with the bottom hole? Yeah, we'll start with the bottom hole this time because clearly I'm being judged. Start with the bottom hole. Pull it through. Okay, that seems like good advice. Seems like good advice. I will listen to you. Pull it through. What if it's not working? Okay. Pull it through. 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 Come on. Okay, I've got it. I've got it. Pull through. Alright. Did it. Pressin! Though I'm building a custom key, I want to mod my old stock Corsair Strafe. Suggestions? I would desolder the whole thing and then just make it fancy. Chat says, it's so easy. It's so easy. If it was easy, I would do it for every keyboard, but it's not. So easy. Just so easy. Number 2. Complete. Next. Number 3. Is it really that good, though, of a mod? Is it? Okay. There we go. Number 3. Coming in strong. So much to do. It's what you have to do when you want good space bars. I think. No, you don't necessarily need to do it. Number 3. I think I need to redo number 1. Don't think I did a good job on it. I might have to redo this one. Or put it on left shift because I don't use left shift. What cameras do I use? Exclamation mark cameras or camera. One of those will get you what you want. I really don't know if this will be a video or not. It seems like it's too slow. It's too slow to be a video. This might be too thick. Go on through. I gotta say, I'm getting pretty good at this. Getting pretty good. I am Canon gang, yeah. It's because I started with Canon and I didn't want to migrate. Maybe if all the Canon cameras die, I'll migrate. But I don't want to replace my entire ecosystem. Fast. How do you get strip screws out? You sort of don't. They're done for. Would you lube the reds or change them? I would change them. See, this isn't too bad. Not too bad. My average word per minute is about 120 to 130. It doesn't matter if Sony's better for video or not. Is it convenient? At this point in my like video career, it's about convenience. Do you ever get companies throwing products at you to review them? Yes, I do. But when I tell them that there's a price to it, they're like, oh, no, never mind. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because typically I don't want to review things anyways. Indy, no. Indy, please, no. Indy, no. Don't touch me. No. Indy, calm down, please. Calm down. Hi, Indy. Hi. Why not put tape on the wire? Because that's not holy mod. Because that's not what holy mod is. Indy, you can't just like sit here. Convenience is key. Unless you're on a budget, that's right. Then you have to sacrifice convenience. It's either time or money, I feel like. Like those are the variables and you're weighing the variables. You just put band-aids on. The cat does want attention. Yeah, she really does. She really does. I'll give her a lot of attention tonight. Right, Indy? You get all the attention. There's cat hair everywhere now. Everywhere. Time is your most valuable asset. Like if I'm being super duper honest, time is the most valuable thing. Time is why I quit my job. There you go. One more. We got 2 cats. This one is Indy. She's the old one. She's 6. I got her in college. And someone didn't want her anymore, so I took her in. And she is super duper... She's got a personality. She's got a personality. Do you ever miss your job? I don't. The reason we quit our jobs was to have more time to do what we want. To have freedom from like the commute and to work in an office and sit down all the time. And it just wasn't fun. Like it's just so draining. And after like a couple years, it was like, is this it? Like, is this all? Is there an age requirement to become an editor? Yeah, I mean, you've got to be legally able to work. Okay, Holy Mod is done. Holy Mod is done. What did you work as an... I was an occupational therapist. It was a very fulfilling job. It was a really, like, good job. I had great vacation, great hours, great benefits. The whole thing was just a really nice job. It's just I didn't like commuting and I didn't like listening to... It's not even that I didn't like listening to someone because I was a really good worker. It's just a really complicated desire when you go into a job and you look at it and you think, is this the rest of my life? Like, is this what it'll be week after week, month after month, like for the next 30 years or whatever? And I was like, I don't want this. I don't want this for the rest of my life. So yeah, the whole entrepreneurship thing is really fun. It's hard. It's really hard. Don't get me wrong. Don't mind me. Just looking at Hamaji's tutorial. You have to lube it, right? You have to lube the tape. Okay, the rest of it just seems like a normal stabilizer mod. The college I go to doesn't matter, but I still have 2 degrees. Okay, now I have to lube it. It's not like you ever lose your degrees. Lube the Band-Aid. Lube everything. Cool. I will now lube everything. Is YouTube the best thing that's happened to you? It could have been anything. It didn't necessarily have to be YouTube. Oh no, I put on too much. That's okay. Too much lube, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I'll lube these things first. The housings first. Indy's just sitting here. She's having a good time. Like Keycaps. Keycaps is so expensive. The key to lubing is less is more. You know what I like to say. I like to say more is more. More is more, but don't listen to me because I'm sort of just an internet troll now. No, I'm kidding. I just don't do things as seriously as I should. Exclamation mark microphone. It's okay. Life's more fun when you don't take it as seriously. Yeah, times quote. More is more. Okay. It's okay because closer to the end there, I was doing better. Doing less is more. So now I lube these Band-Aid thingies because chat tells me to. I do. This is peer pressure after all. Exclamation mark build for the build. Indy, no. Stop. More is more. There's other things that I like to say. More is more. Variety is the spice of life. Don't take yourself too seriously. And it's okay to make mistakes. Is this some kind of ASMR? This is peer pressure stabilizer holy mod stream now. Okay, that's done. I can put these things inside their housings and then do the whole wire thing and pray that the whole thing turns out to be good. Pray. How long will I be streaming for? Until the thing is done. No relation to the Philippines. I get why everyone says that. At first I used to be like so offended. I was like, why does everybody think that I'm Filipino? Like I'm not. But I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, oh yeah, you look super Filipino. And now I'm like, oh okay, I guess it's normal then that people assume that. But I'm 0% Filipino, not even a little bit. The two holes get really confusing when there's lube. No, it doesn't offend me anymore. It's just something that used to really bother me. It's like, it's similar to being like told that you're Chinese, pretty much, I feel like. I mean, maybe it's not, but that's how I feel when people make that assumption. Now it's time for the wires. I'm gonna move the PCB. I prefer this to be in the middle. There we go. Time for the grease. Show your cats. My cats are all over Instagram. If you want more cat content, we make cat content on Instagram. They're really happy. She's a star. If people really love her. She's a really good cat. This is Super Lube Dielectric grease. Let's put that in there. Oh, is it mushy though? Is it mushy though? She won't. She's a really smart cat. She just likes to smell everything. Really curious and really smart. And likes to knock things off tables too. So that's Indy. How thocky are Lube? I don't think glorious pandas are thocky. That's one. We did one. See, like she's just watching. She's just so curious. The holy mod take and make stamps mushy. Perhaps, but chat desired it. And I deliver. Now, I don't mind holy modding once in a while. Just not every build. Smart cat trying to hoard Duroc. Duroc V2s. You didn't start a YouTube career, what would you be doing? We would be probably starting our own business somewhere else. It didn't start with YouTube. Here, while I'm lubing stabilizers, I'll tell you a story. So, when when I was in graduate school, Jake started his first job as a mechanical engineer. And he really liked the first like six months of it. It was sort of like his first career job, very, very different. And it wasn't bad, you know, it wasn't bad. But it was not what you expect. Oh, this one's the wrong way. It's not what you expect starting a job straight out of college. Like you think you'll be doing something else. But it turns out it's an office job, and he's not a huge fan of the office job. So eventually, I got out of school. I finished my degree, my master's, and then he requested a relocation to another job. And this one was a little bit different, a little bit more challenging, more responsibilities, a little bit different. And after like 6 months, it turns out it's pretty much the same thing. It's like an office job. I mean, you do the same thing over and over and over again every day. And then I passed my exam. But at around that time, we made some decisions that would allow us to eventually find for financial freedom. So we decided to like put a bunch of money into retirement accounts, invest our money into really like safe long-term options. And we saved a ton of money. So we saved a lot of money, and we lived really, really, really frugally. Extremely, extremely frugal, to allow us to quit our jobs earlier. But at the same time, it's like you can only save so much money. You can save like 70% of what you're making, and you'll still have to work like 15, 20 more years before you can retire. So at that point, after making that realization, like, oh, we maximized our savings rate, there's nothing more we can save. The only way now to go is up. The only way now to go is to make more money. That's the only option. So then we started experimenting with a ton of different stuff, like studied programming for like 4 to 6 months, went to meetups, just studied stuff, learned JavaScript, learned Python, the whole shebang. And turns out programming is like the hardest job in the world, and I am not cut out for it. So next, that was done. Programming is done. That concludes my programming career. Next, we decided, well, I had a little tiny thing of like flipping things on Goodwill. Lasted 2 weeks. Didn't make any money. Not a great decision. And then next, we decided to learn how to trade Forex, foreign exchange currencies. So it's sort of like stocks, except you're exchanging like USD for, I don't know, Japanese yen and stuff like that. So I did a lot of that kind of stuff. And then we stumbled upon this dude called, what was his name? His name was No Nonsense Forex. And he made YouTube videos, and he had a website. And we read his website and watched his videos for like 2 weeks of just non-stop trying to learn Forex. And then we found this one link on his website that was like start your own website here. So we opened up that link, and that's how it all started. We made like zero money. For a long time, we made zero money. And when we finally made money, we decided, like, we're going to quit our jobs. That's it. We've proven online that you can make money, and now you just need to make more money. So that's how this all came to be on January 5th, 2020. Is how it started. What was my master's in? My master's was in occupational therapy. Switch and Click website and YouTube channel came to be on the same day. Because they went hand in hand. And that's how the video started. And they were real bad. What do I use to make my camera point down? It is a master mount. Well, it's a straight arm on a master mount attached to a one of those like quick release thingies. You love hearing entrepreneurship stories. I love hearing entrepreneurship stories as well. Yeah, I don't talk about it much because I feel like it's super unrelatable, and I've always wanted to be more relatable to you all. But I've come to realize that being an entrepreneur already is an unrelatable thing. So I've sort of given up on that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm just as human as all of you, so I am relatable. It's just things to think about. So that's how it started. The only thing I don't like talking about is how much money we make, because that's our business. It's just some people ask that, and I feel like it's sort of rude to tell the world how much money you make. But yeah, we still live super frugally. There's things that we find more valuable, and that's what I mean when, like, it's about time. It's about time and not about money. So I'll pay for things that save me time, but I won't pay for things for the sake of like having it. Like we don't have fancy cars or anything, fancy clothes. Where do you put the washers for the stabs? If you were to put washers, you put the washer onto the screw here and then screw it in. So you put the washer right here. But I don't think the Durock V2s even come with washers, so I'm not going to use them. Okay, now I have to test it. I have to tune it. It's all about time. Can you, like, me and Jake talk about this a lot. And we support college and education and all that, but we always talk about, like, if you could just start a year earlier, 2 years earlier, like, what if I didn't get that master's degree? What if I didn't get my bachelor? I really like college. I think it teaches people a lot of really good lessons. But I mean, what if? Fancy cars don't save you any money. They don't save you time either. You know what does save you time, though? Not having to commute. That saves you a lot of time. This is coming from someone who I commuted an hour each way to a job that gave me so much, for a job that actually gave me anxiety. It was not a good time. Fast cars don't get you there any faster in that kind of traffic. Oh, I need the plate, don't I? Darn it. Oh. I'm dumb sometimes. Yeah, I use an Elgato master mount for the top down, and then the other camera, this one, is attached to a straight arm, to a bendy thing. It's all Elgato stuff. And then it's clamped onto my key light, which is also a master mount. So pretty much everything's master mounted. School gives you anxiety, except you have to go. I totally understand you. I also had to go to work. How do you know where to put the gaskets? I followed the build guide. That's how I did it. I hate PC plates. They're so They're so flexible. Are you a fan of Gundam? I love Gundam. Except I don't buy them. I would, except I feel like our dog would accidentally swallow the parts. No, I love Gundam. It's great. Why don't you go on? Alright, did I mess something up? Oh my god. This is straight up mush. It's fine. This is hilarious. Just mush. Just mush. Can you upgrade PewDiePie keyboard? I don't have PewDiePie keyboard, but Glossus has PewDiePie keyboard. Holy mod failed. Holy mod makes things mushy. Yeah, I have to get it off. And stop moving it. I think it's pretty good. It's really hard to tell because of the plate bouncing. Later, fellow human. Later. Thank you for watching me do stabilizer things. Something here is moving. That's... Can't tell if it's a stabilizer or something else. Favorite keycap profile would be cherry. Does the mush go away? That is a good question. It's the plate? Okay. I'm using the polycarbonate plate. Exclamation mark build, if you're curious on what we are building today. It will not come out. The mush will be gone. I sure hope so. Why? Why is everything I do wrong sometimes? These keycaps are so tight. So tight. Mayonnaise is one of my least favorite things. Okay. Stabilizers are good. That means I can get rid of this thing that touched lube so it can go away. I have to break in something. Oh, that's okay. I'll break it in later. I don't need to break it in now. I can break it in after everything's done. Just gotta clean this up a little bit. Next. PCB foam. Betty used Crytox. I do. This is case foam. That's different. PCB foam. Should we even use PCB foam? Is PCB foam something we want? Or is it something that's like, nah, I'm not into that. Oh, this thing's tight. Anti-static packing on PCB foam. I don't know. They just want to be fancy or something. They use that for the PCB foam, and yet they use like some paper envelope for the PCB. I dropped the switch. That goes right there like that. There's no way I'll find it. I'll be right back. No, I have found it. Exclamation mark build for the build. Do I like Dr. Pepper? Yeah. I also like, but only the diet. No, actually, I don't drink soda anymore. I would like to say I like those things, except I don't drink them anymore. PCB foam, that was easy. PCB screws. Oh, now it's a little more difficult. So this goes in here, and then I flip it around. Let's see, Jet. Thank you so much for the super chat. Got any tips for new people? Any tips that I have is on our website. We wrote a build guide. Like my first maybe 7-ish builds. We wrote this build guide, and it probably has everything from like from someone learning to someone learning. Now that you know how like there's really good pianists in the world, and you ask them, "Hey, how do you get good at piano?" And they reply with something stupid because their level, they don't know what it's like to be a beginner anymore. I feel like that's how I would respond now at this point. But I wrote that article at the time that I was a beginner. So like it's from a beginner to a beginner. So it has all of those more like secret things, I guess. Now I would just be like, oh, take your time, check your PCB, things like that. But back in the day, I'm sure there was a lot more learning than that. The final cost of all this parts. Good question. That's a really good question. You calculate it. I listed everything in !/build except for the Durock. Did I? Maybe I also listed the Durock stabilizers. This is an Aura ring. It tracks all of my activity. It tracks my temperature, my heart rate. It does like everything. And I use it for recovering from like workouts, tracking sleep, trying to get better sleep nowadays because my sleep has been not good. My sleep has been really bad. That's not right. Which side? This is a 65% keyboard. You won't build a keyboard with me. That's okay. I won't get offended. It's a fitness watch except the watch part. Yeah, basically. I think the coolest part about it is they basically have machine learning algorithms that will give you like advice, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, so basically a fitness watch without the watch. It's probably the most accurate sleep tracker thing out there. My nationality is I'm Vietnamese. You tried bag lubing and it did nothing? Did it really do nothing? It did nothing. Did you use enough? More, I'm telling you, more is more. Until it gets really mushy. Then then you know less is more. Then more is no longer more. I'm a pro at this wow stick thing. Do longer springs generate more pain? That's a really interesting question that I don't know. Maybe it makes sense. Am I missing any? I am. And that should be all of them. Exclamation mark slash build. Oh no. No one told me there was no music playing. You can never have too many potatoes. That's right. That's right. Okay, now. Finally. I don't know what any of this stuff here is for, but my sleep isn't ideal. It's not that it's not ideal. It says my sleep is good. Here, I'll just show you. Let me get it out. Alright, I'll show you. Okay, this is my sleep. I get not a lot of deep sleep. And even when I was tracking my sleep with my Fitbit, it was saying the same thing. Like, I get very, 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 very little deep sleep. And I'm really not sure why that is. So I'm trying to improve that. Like, I get enough sleep. It's just not high quality sleep, I think. So I've been working on it. I turn off all the technologies an hour before I go to sleep. I try and read a book. I don't drink caffeine past like 10 o'clock. But yeah, it's hard. Sleep, it's complicated. It's really complicated. Switches. What time do I usually get to sleep? Usually around 10:30. Sometimes 10 and then I'll fall asleep at 10:30. It depends. I usually go to sleep pretty early and then I'll wake up naturally. So usually between 6:30 and 7:30 is my natural wake up time. Not including shipping is $2.15. No, it's gotta be more than that. The D65 alone is $2.50. It's gotta be more than that. There's no way. Exclamation mark slash build. Switches. These are Gateron. Yeah, you can't see them like that. This is better. These are Gateron Black Inks V2s. They are lubed. They are smooth. And they're... need I say it? Will you hate me if I say it? They are sucky. Cringe. Finally putting in switches. This build didn't take as long as I thought. I feel like we're making good time here. Even though I was peer pressured into doing holy mod. But we're making really good time. Echo switches. Good. Yes. These are basic switches? Yeah, they are. Very basic. I haven't built with these in over a year. Who doesn't like boba? I like boba, but I don't get boba. Because they're too many carbs. You know, when you get to a certain age, you worry about carbs. Healthy Gamer has a good video on sleep. Okay, I will watch it. I really like him. He was the one that I learned about all that like dopamine detox stuff from. And that's really helped with my mental health. Like a lot. Come on. You fix your math, it's 440 total. See, that makes more sense. If it was only 215, I feel like it's too cheap. If it's that expensive, I would like it to be good. If it's not good, I think we're all going to be very, very disappointed. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it'll go in. Making that one keyboard, the cardboard one by Flurples. No PE foam mod. No PE foam mod. Why would you say such a thing? That's the Aura Ring sleep tracker app, so it pairs with my ring. But I also have my Fitbit one, and I can show you that too. I mean, it's basically the same thing. It all says I don't get enough deep sleep. I get enough sleep. I get a lot of light sleep. Is my sister still happy using the keyboard? Yes, she is. It actually had... She dropped something on it the other day, and she was like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. But I sent her the guide, and after that, she like just had to turn off Bluetooth or something. And then it works fine. She really likes it. My brother likes his too. In fact, that video is coming out soon too. You gotta see his reaction. It was hilarious. You say I'm real gamer, but I only play like 3 games. Jake and I have been playing It Takes Two with our controllers. That's been really fun. And then we also play Age of Empires 4, which he's been playing a lot. I've been playing sometimes. I'm not as good. I'm pretty bad. Sleep is definitely not overrated. I think it's really important. Maybe when you're young. When you're young, I feel like you can get away with so many things. You get away with so many. You can get away with anything, pretty much. Used to do outrageous things when I was young and still like recovered fine from it. Work out the next day. Everything's all good. Nowadays, things have changed. Most gamers only have 3 to 4 games. Oh, I guess you're right. Most gamers play 1 game if they're really good. Yeah, don't do drugs. Mustard on watermelon? Why would you say that? AoE 3. We were playing AoE 3, the definitive edition, and then AoE 4 came out, and the playstyle is just so different. I like it a lot more compared to the decks of AoE 3, but it also requires a lot more microing, and it's hard. It'll give me a carpal tunnel if I play too many games. I have the Wu-Tang 2 HE, the Lacquer edition. It's good. For a stock keyboard, it's like impressive. Just a spacebar needs work. As far as the analog goes, I don't really do anything where I need the analog. These are black inks. What the dog doing? He is on the couch, laying on the couch in the living room. He's having a blast. Exclamation mark build. This one sounds weird. Just gonna put that aside because it sounds weird. Dog review. Just go to our Instagram. No, I will go to Instagram right after I put all these switches together. I will show you all the animals. They're not a secret. They're just not part of videos because that ruins retention. I know, retention is sort of dumb, but it's just the way it is. Will you do mouse videos? I'm not a mouse person, so I don't think I will. Okay, all the switches are in. I will now show you this thing. Called Cats and Dogs, aka our cats and dogs. And we'll go here. This is a page. See, and here, go on these top things here. Maybe I can't look at them because I'm not logged in. But if you go on this top thing here, there's Augie, there's Indy, there's Gage. If you want a quick studio tour, this has it all. And some merch stuff that I'm working on, although I got more samples. My quick Rocat Coney Pro review. And yeah, that's where you see those things. Yeah. The animals are not a secret. Switches are in. What is next? The top case. Okay, this is hilarious. I have to show you these instructions. Okay. It says the top case. But if you really look, it says place the assembled PCB on the upper piece in the direction shown in the figure, paying attention to the USB interface. Don't pretend to be crooked. Don't pretend. Don't pretend, okay? Don't pretend to be crooked. Okay, before I do that, I have to take apart this case. Don't pretend. $440 total. The price just keeps going up and up. $440. That costs less than the Micro Center keyboard. It did not come out. Why isn't it coming out? There it is. There's one. What do you think about black switches? Typically, if I were trying to type a lot, they're too heavy for me. But they're okay. I just think they're too heavy for me. I prefer yellow or less. Wow, stick time? No, this is manual screw time. Oh. It's very inefficient and very slow. But this thing's too small. The thread of this thing. I'm sure maybe I should do the wow stick thing. Okay. Should I try to find a wow stick that is this size? It's really, really, really small. Maybe this one? Where's your iFixit kit? It's in the living room. I still have it. I love it. It's my favorite. Are these the same? Maybe? I'm just not a mouse person. That doesn't mean I'm just a keyboard person. Like, I like other things. I just don't like mice. Like, there's nothing... To me, there's nothing special about... I have a lot of mice. Yes, I do, but... The ones that I like are so basic. Like, I really like my G Pro Wireless. Good mouse. Great wireless. Do I use it for anything that requires it to be that expensive? No, I don't do anything on it. I just use a wireless. Take off the top case. Done. you like the model? Oh, it's too fat. And then do this. Taking care to align the USB port and do not pretend to be crooked. It is aligned. Bottom case foam. Please go faster. I am literally doing the best that I could, so I would appreciate it. You don't rush me. Bottom case foam. Like so. And then bottom case. Like so. Was I experimenting with the Naruto video? Yes. That was just a fun thing Jake and I wanted to do. Now I can install these screws back in, which should be really easy with my WoW stick. Angry Betty is scary. I'm not angry. It's just, I don't know, like, I'm providing entertainment for free and spending money to provide entertainment for free and spend thousands of dollars on gear to also provide entertainment for free. That's all. What would you guess the weight is? Yeah, probably 3 pounds. Cat's been chilling. Cats always chill. Is there gonna be a video where all the switches come? There will be, and more. It'll just be more than you expect it to be. But other than that, I can't tell you. Best switches for Thox. I like these, but I also like, I don't know. I guess I really like milky yellows, but I wouldn't say those are Thox. Inside info about a video. Okay, there's one more. One more. NK cream. Oh, yeah. NK creams are good. I guess this is a good time after I finish building this. So my Maha has NK creams on it. My MW65 has milky yellows. And my GMMK Pro has something. I just don't know what the heck my GMMK Pro has in it. I was so tired the other day. I was changing out the switches and I like don't remember. Literally have no idea. At this point, I think it's time for keycaps. Yes. It's time for keycaps. And then assembly is complete. The keycaps are from KBD fans. They are their Cat, K-A-T, black on white keycaps. A different profile than what I'm used to. Not typically something that I would use. I usually have cherry profile. But you know, it's nice to experiment a little while. Variety is a spice of life after all. Yes. Okay, you were here the whole time. You feel so special. You are. Thank you so much. I mean, I've been seeing you in chat the whole time. I am 100% American. Whatever that means. I was born in America. These are Cat profile, K-A-T. They feel very smooth. They're PBT, Dysub PBT. Very nice feeling. My ring is complaining to me that I need to get up. Numbery, thank you so much for the super chat. Mush City! you like tangerines or bobas more? Tangerines, although I don't... Tangerines are okay. I think tangerines are overrated, personally. Talking Manor, thank you so much for the super chat. Please do a pet hair foam on budget board. That sounds gross, and I would never do that to my cats. Although, in the summertime, the cats do get shaved. Or at least Indy does, because of how hot it is. Hey, it actually sounds good. Is being in chat the whole time bad? No, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's a very good thing to be in chat the whole time. Why are switches named after foods? Because branding. I think TKC does a really good job with their branding. You're not doing the Band-Aid hack? You don't need to, since these are screw-in stabilizers. Why is the camera shaking? It's because the camera is mounted to the desk. Sorry, shouldn't have done that. Because I'm pressing on the table, and by doing so, it makes the camera shake. So I'll do this last, since I don't know... Well, I guess I can program it with VIA, so I can do whatever I want. They want impressions when people search food recipes. Maybe. That sounds weird, though. Where's caps lock? Here, no. Here, no, those are shifts. I will find it later. Oh, here it is. Caps lock. This sounds nice. Is it upside down? You're right. It is. Wow, I also pulled the switch with me. What time is it? It's 8:02. Is it like this? Is it upside down again? Exclamation mark build for the keycaps. Okay, is it... No matter what I do, it just looks wrong. There we go, that's better. Looks better. These look clean. This is clean. Plus on top. Yeah, plus is on top now. Nice. Good evening. Are there clicky switches that are quiet? I think there's those mute jades now. I haven't tried any. I ordered them. This is very chill. Yes, this is chill. I do need to hydrate. And after this stream, I need to go for like a walk or something. Indy's right here. She's cute. You built a dactyl maniform. Those look so intense. I've thought about getting one from someone on Etsy just to try it out, but then I don't like split keyboards. These are clean. This looks good. This looks good. Anti-tempest it just makes it sound a certain way. I think it makes it sound clacky. Went to Twitch chat because YouTube chat feels like they're entitled. I ignore a lot of things. These are cat black on white exclamation mark build if you wanna check it out. Those are all affiliate links, so make sure you know that before you click on them instead of being like, oh no, but he's trying to make money. You like the Supreme shirt that says stock? Yeah, I thought that was a really nice shirt. No one wanted to buy it, so stop selling it. This is a very nice sounding build. I'm not gonna lie. It's good. Does this look a little small? I think it's the plate. The plate might not be cut the most accurately. What are these? Normal? Yep. And then now I need the other one. I guess you might want to see the other one too. Here you go. I'm almost done. Yeah, usually I finish all these builds in a day. The only time where it takes me a really long time is when... Please tell me they have a small right shift. Oh, here it is. It's on the other one. There it is. The soldering pump is not expensive. It's like $30. If you want the fancy one, the one that goes burr burr, yes, it is very expensive. It saves time though, and that's what matters. Okay, what do I want? I want to delete. Delete always has to be up top because that's the best. And then I want page up. Is there another page up? I want page up. No, I want this page up. The board flexible. It should be. And I don't know if it is, but it should be. And I'll end with end. With this end. This is a lot of weird things here. Like a lot of controls, options, a lot of options, a lot of commands. Ooh, you got space bars too. This is a big hit. If this doesn't connect to VIA, I will be upset and very sad. I put things away. I like to have a clean surface before I do a typing test, or else people will think I'm a dirty person. Where's the FN key? One of them's gonna be the FN key. Do you actually... I guess you would actually want me to have an FN key. Okay, we can have an FN key. How about instead of FN, we do... Ah, here, FN. There is an FN. Just for you, just for you. I'll make this the FN key. Happy? Why is the setup so dark? I don't know. Sometimes I just like it that way. I'm not judging your setup. I have extra gaskets. It's my favorite video. My favorite video ever is probably I upgraded the biggest keyboard ever. Okay, it's clean. It's clean. I'm ready to plug it in, and please tell me it works. Ooh, there we go. Got some RGB. Got some good stuff. Now, let me make sure it works on VIA, because if it doesn't, I'd be really sad. Please tell me. Okay, it works on VIA. I guess I have to show you screen and stuff. So we'll go to screen capture. And see, they don't even have an FN. But you need to see my face. Haha! They don't even have an FN. So I'll make one. We'll make this one FN. This one's Alt. Make this delete. Where's delete? Delete. Page up, page down, end. And then of course you have RGB and stuff. Cool, cool. So everything should work. I tested it before. Well, that's not true. I didn't test the switches that I put in. So let me do that, and then we can have a clean typing test at once. Okay, everything works. It's nice to not make mistakes for once. We go to monkey type. Actually, not on this screen. You guys like to see the monkey type. We go to monkey type. We do this. Make this all pretty and stuff. Like so. Oh, I did something bad. I did something bad. Okay. There we go. Let me put this down. And then pause the music. No music. And are you ready? Dang, it sounds good. It sounds really nice. That's stock. I'm gonna say that's stock. Noise gate or noise filter. Yeah, because I usually use it for my voice. Everything's on my Go XLR though. I don't know how to change it. It sounds nice though. It sounds nice. I'll do if this becomes a video, we can have a real recording of my other mic, our baby mic that costs way too much money. Caps key looks off. Yeah, I think it's the plate. It does look off. It looks very off. My typing is good. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna get my NK Creams keyboard, my MW6. I'm just gonna get all the other keyboards and we can compare because this is way stockier than those. Okay, these are my daily use keyboards. This is one I just built. This is my Maha. Title, this is not a good title. This doesn't attract anybody. It's not a good title. I have to call it something crazy like the most stocky keyboard you've ever seen or something like that. All right, this is Maha, brass plate, NK creams, cherry profile. So it's not as stocky. Not as stocky. And then this is the MW65. This is probably my favorite sounding keyboard right now. So that's pretty nice. It is definitely hit or miss. The QC is terrible. It's absolute trash. So like the shift key is broken. It needed to be fixed in a way. And then when you plug it in and plug it out often, it's just not right. Like it'll just mess up. It'll just mess up, and you'll have a day, let it rest, it won't work for a while, and then suddenly it works again. It's just QC is trash. And then this is my GMK Pro that I don't know what is in it. What are these? Lubed NK dry yellows. So NK yellows. So not great. It's not bad. I think the GMK Pro just makes whatever in it the exact same. This is the MW65. Really just don't recommend. Sounds great. Terrible quality. Terrible. I did NK Olivia Silks last time. I don't like the way they sound. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Betty, for inspiring and introducing me and many others to the custom community. Can we get a thank you, Betty, in the chat? Thank you. I appreciate that very much. It feels nice to be appreciated. Make my aviator's cable straight. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this is probably the most stocky build I've made so far. Cat profile. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Don't hate it. It's a little... Push this down. Not bad looking. A little different. Overall, though, the keyboard is beautiful. I don't know what this is here. Maybe they're trying to make angles and polygons and stuff. Do design philosophy. But it's nice. The blocker, does it have flex though? I don't think it has any flex. No, there's no flex in this keyboard. Except the quality control issue on the cap. I think it's the plate and not necessarily the keycaps. Because the keycaps are nice. I think the plate is cut slightly off where the switch just exists slightly off from the center. What GPU do I have? I have a 3070 in my editing one, a 1660 Super in the stream one, in this one, and then I ordered a new stream one, which I will not get for a really, really, really long time, but that one's gonna have a 3080, so stream will be massively improved. The D65 is 250. Can we have a stabs test? Yes. 16 Super. TM680, it's okay. They're okay. I have a video on that soon as well. Lolo, thank you so much for the super chat. At least I can't blame this Q2 on you. What do you mean? I didn't do anything to the Q2. It was the Q2's fault, okay? These are ink blacks. Sounds super nice. I like it a lot. I do not recommend you ever pick up an MW65. If you're thinking about it, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad. When will you do another keyboard giveaway? I probably won't, unless they're sponsored. But no one wants to sponsor Switch and Click right now, I guess. So Preston, that's the sound I want, hopefully, for the NJ80 with boba gums. Boba gums are silent, aren't they? So you'll be getting a silent sound to it. Q1 coming in today. Keyboard makes like the most amazing mod videos for the Keychron stuff. MW65, yeah, MW65 won the $100 keyboard competition, but the QC on it is sickening. Like, he had to do all kinds of weird stuff to make it work. It sounds great and it looks great. It looks great. It looks great. I'll turn on RGB for you, but it may not work properly. It looks great. Okay, you have to turn up the brightness and stuff. I think you press this and press something else, but I don't remember. Turn up the brightness. And then it has different RGB modes. And using this, yeah, different RGB modes are sort of fancy. It looks great. Oh, my saturation's down. That's why it looks like this. I turn up the saturation. And you can do all the effects and stuff. It's got VIA. Let me turn it back to boring mode because that's what I like. That's fine. You can... Let me turn down the speed because I don't like the speed. How much is this one? I bought this off the Mac Market because I really wanted to try it out, but the price I paid was sort of steep. The quality of the cat keycaps? They're pretty good. They're thick. Really thick. Really thick. What are we talking about? Winner pays for commission? Are we talking about the auction? Yeah, the auction. I cannot pay for shipping. I've had some shipping issues this past week, and shipping is crazy. It's the main reason why I don't do giveaways. It's just crazy expensive. The same case as a $500 winner? No, the $500 tournament winner is a drop Karina. I've got a few in the closet. They're unbuilt though, but a drop Karina. Pretty easy build. It's like $100 for the case, but then you have to pay extra for the plate, so it might be $120, $130. Imagine if you do giveaway and everyone just begs. It's why I don't. It's part of why I don't. Like, I don't want to set a precedent that like, oh, every stream's a giveaway. I give away so many things. Like, I don't want that. Like you guys would be so much better off if you found other ways to make money instead of begging. Like, this comes from a place of caring that money brings, it's hard to say. Like, Knowing how to make money and figuring out how to make money will make your life better in the long run. That's a good way to say it. It's a good way to say it. It's like power. Maybe? I don't know. What am I talking about? It's just better that instead of begging, you figure out a way to make money. And then you get to buy anything you want. And then instead of like waiting for a time and a place where someone can give you something for free, now you get to choose whatever you want whenever you want. What mouse do I have? End of the year giveaway, name my contest. Oh, we'll be having plenty more contests. Those are different. Like, those aren't giveaways. All right, Mike, exclamation mark Mike, and Mike arm. It's a Rode PSA 1. Yeah, there's gonna be like at least 3 more tournaments before the end of the year, and it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. It probably won't be the same as last time. Maybe it will be, but we have some ideas for the new ones. So it'll be fun. We might have like a only budget one or like a only membrane one. We'll see. Let's see. Tournaments, they are on our Discord server. It's mostly people that are very active or people that have been really helpful or people that we think will make really interesting content. Yeah. Would I recommend tangerines? I like milky yellows more. I have a lot of mice. It doesn't mean I do anything with them. I just have a lot of mice. Am I gonna sell keyboards for merch? No, merch is merch. Merch is different. I did not get the Glacier 80, no. Alright, it is 8:30. I'm gonna call it a night. If you missed the VOD, it will be in the VODs playlist. I have no guarantees that this will be a video or not. We don't really know unless the content is interesting, unless we can come up with a title and thumbnail. But this specific keyboard, I don't know if we got anything ultra interesting from it. It's a super good build. It's a very nice build. It's very thocky. But I don't know if there's like a super interesting way to twist it in a way that people will watch it. But if you want to watch it, it's in the VODs channel and it's gonna be in the playlist on this channel. So good night. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. Really enjoyed it. Even though I was peer pressured to do Holy Mod, I think it was worth it. And enjoy your evening. Exclamation mark build for all the parts if you're interested. All right. Goodbye.